SEAT Ibiza Street Estate arrived in early 2010 and it's 180 mm longer than the hatch model in which it's based to help free up 430 liters of boot space. This makes it one of the most practical cars in this small sector of the market, while the EcoMotive model with its 1.2-liter turbodiesel engine also makes the Ibiza Street one of the lowest emitting cars in this sector for carbon dioxide emissions with a figure of just 92 gkm. This puts the SEAT Ibiza Street in a strong position when compared to rivals from Peugeot, Renault and Skoda. Small but practical estate SEAT has put a good deal of effort into making the Ibiza Street more practical than the hatch model rather than just tack on a larger boot. The rear doors of the Street are longer than the hatches, so entry to the rear seats is easier and it makes loading kids into child seats less of a struggle. The boot has been designed with flat sides that make it easy to load with luggage or fit bigger cargo into with ease. A generous tailgate opening also makes it a cinch to fit in larger items without having to jemmy them in, while the low load sill and flat boot floor further aid practicality. Frugal engines: there are 4 petrol and 2 turbodiesel engines to choose from with the Ibiza Street, though SEAT does not offer the punchy 141 bhp 2.0-liter turbodiesel, which seems a little odd given its suitability for load lugging. No matter, the 1.2-liter EcoMotive turbodiesel is a surprisingly adept engine in the Street thanks to its low downshove, and it suits the simple nature of this estate very well. If you intend to carry larger loads or a full complement of passengers on a regular basis, the 104 bhp 1.6-liter turbodiesel is a better bet. For most buyers, however, the 1.4-liter petrol with 84 bhp is more than up to job in most circumstances. If you fancy more oomph, the turbocharged 1.2 TSI and 1.4 TSI engines offer 104 and 148 bhp for brisk performance. Only the entry point 1.2 petrol with 69 bhp feels short on puff in the Ibiza Street Estate. So if you're looking for a small car with a lot of load capacity, this could be the car for you. To find out more, read on for our full and comprehensive SEAT Ibiza Street Estate review. SEAT Ibiza Street Estate performance options revolve around a set of petrol and diesel engines. Petrol engines: the 1.4-liter non-turbo petrol engine remains the most popular choice in the Ibiza Street Estate, as it is in the hatch models. It offers 84 bhp working through its 5-speed manual gearbox to give 0.62 miles per hour in 12.4 seconds. The 1.4 is a much better choice than the 69 bhp 1.2, which is too short on puff for most estate car duties. Rounding off the engine range are the 1.2 and 1.4-liter TSI turbo petrols with 104 and 148 bhp. The 1.2 can be had with either a 5-speed manual gearbox or 7-speed DSG dual-clutch transmission, each offering similar acceleration and relaxed cruising. Opt for the 1.4 TSI and it only comes with a 7-speed DSG box and nippy 0.62 miles per hour time of 8.0 seconds. All of the engines are quiet, making the Ibiza Street a good choice for long-distance trips. Diesel engines: the 1.4 petrol engine may be popular, but a number of street buyers choose the diesel options for their added lugging power. The punchy 1.6-liter turbodiesel has 104 bhp at its disposal to serve up 0.62 miles per hour in 10.9 seconds. As the larger of the 2 diesel engines on offer, it also feels quick and relaxed working through its 5-speed manual transmission. The 74 bhp 1.2-liter turbodiesel engine suits the Ibiza Street well and comes in EcoMotive and standard forms to give 0.62 miles per hour in 14.6 and 14.9 seconds respectively. Not only is the EcoMotive model a little nippier, it's also superbly frugal with 80.7 miles per gallon compared to the standard version's perfectly decent 70.6 miles per gallon. The EcoMotive is also easy on emissions with an output of 92 gkm, while the standard 1.2 diesel offers 105 gkm. Every diesel engine in the Ibiza Street range stays hushed on the move other than when accelerating hard. Recommends: if fuel economy is your sole motivation, the EcoMotive engine is a good choice. but we'd take the 1.6-liter turbodiesel for its greater suitability to estate car needs while still offering fine economy and low emissions. Perhaps it is no surprise the Ibiza Estate drives and feels like a bigger, heavy version of the hatch. It's still decent to drive, but enthusiastic drivers might miss some of the 3 and 5 doors agility. As small estates go, though, we can think of nothing that drives as well. A Skoda Fabia feels slightly cumbersome in comparison. The Ibiza's FR trim improves things even further by adding sport suspension that reduces body roll and sharpens up steering responses. With a height adjustable driver's seat and a steering wheel that adjusts for both height and reach, finding a decent driving position is simple. The dash is clear, but uninspiring. Like the hatch, there is plenty of welcome suppleness to soak up sharp ridges and bumps in the normal suspension settings. Choose the range-topping FR and you introduce a slightly busier ride but are rewarded with sharper responses and less body roll. SEAT Ibiza Street Estate comfort certainly shouldn't cause you many headaches. The SEAT Ibiza Street Wagon launched with the same trim levels as the hatch, which meant S, SE and Sport, with the Eco motive offered in S and SE trims. In the spring of 2011, SEAT added the SE Copa to the range but restricted to the 1.485 bhp petrol engine and the 1.2 turbodiesel. The Copa was generous with its equipment list that included 16-inch Fabula alloy wheels, climate control, rear privacy glass, and automatic lights and wipers. A facelift of the entire Ibiza range did away with the Copa trim at the start of 2012 when a new grille and headlights were issued across the Ibiza range. With the revised range, the trim levels changed to S, SE, Eco motive and FR, with the FR limited to the more power petrol and diesel engines. Standard SEAT Ibiza Street equipment SEAT equips the S model with central locking, alarm and immobilizer to keep it safe, while twin front and side airbags are also standard. Air conditioning is fitted across the entire range, while the CD stereo has an MP3 connection. Split and fold rear seats are standard on the S model. The SE adds alloy wheels and electrically adjusted door mirrors, while the FR has larger 16-inch alloy wheels, cruise control, LED daytime running lights and DSP traction control. Eco motive models may be focused on economy and low emissions, but they are not a hair-shirt option as they come with air conditioning and DSP in both S and SE trims. SEAT Ibiza Street accessories for non-Eco motive S and SE models. ESP stability control is an option, as are alloy wheels for the S model. Cruise control is standard for the FR but can be added to the other Ibiza models as an option, along with metallic paint and Bluetooth connection for mobile devices. There are sporty exterior options that include a new front spoiler and sports exhaust at the rear. SEAT also offers lowering springs for a sportier drive. There's a range of alloy wheel options, while inside the Ibiza can be brightened up with a variety of different colored console trims. Roof rails, a roof box, cycle carrier and tow bar are all extras on offer. Boot load liners are on offer that help prevent the boot carpet from being stained or damaged when carrying wet dogs or heavy loads. TomTom SEAT is a simple addition that sits on top of the dash in a dedicated mount with integral charger. The SEAT Ibiza Street safety testing produced a score of 5 out of 5 stars for overall safety in independent crash tests carried out by Euro NCAP, a commendable result, but the SEAT isn't so fortunate here. Ibiza comes with only 4 airbags. Curtain airbags are not even an option and stability control isn't standard fit, and isn't even an option even on the range-topping Sport. To help make up for some of these failings we must praise the Sport Tourer for offering steering-mounted controls as standard on all models. There's also the option of adaptive Bixenon headlamps that swivel in the direction you are cornering. The Ibiza also, uniquely in its class, offers a secure mounting point for an aftermarket TomTom SEAT that does not interfere with the airbag detonation. Although good, SEAT Ibiza Street Estate practicality isn't class-leading. Buy a Skoda Fabia Estate if space is your priority because it has a bigger load area at the rear. The Ibiza claws back an advantage by being the better car to drive and is, arguably, a more stylish choice. The SEAT does offer more boot space than the Renault Clio Sport Tourer, but the rear seats don't completely fold flat. SEAT has worked hard to ensure the Ibiza can carry decent loads. It says it can carry more than half a ton's worth of gear, 515 kilograms. To ensure it copes as well fully loaded, as it does when it is empty, the firm has redesigned the rear suspension's dampers to ensure the car offers a cosseting ride when half empty and a stiffer, more controlled ride when full to ensure better road holding.